This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
Welcome back. The Financial Crime Investigations Branch of the Royal Bahamas Police Force is looking for 35-year-old Ricardo Davis. Davis is wanted for a major fraud matter involving over $460,000 against the Public Hospitals Authority. Davis's last known address is number 73 Broome Street. He stands 6 feet 2 inches, is of a dark brown complexion and medium built. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Ricardo Davis is asked to contact the Financial Crime Unit at 356-6079 or the Criminal Investigation Department at 502-9991 or 2. In other crime news, an American man is expected to face formal charges in the magistrate's court for possession of dangerous drugs. Police say shortly after 4 p.m. Thursday, officers from the airport police station, acting in conjunction with the U.S. Border Protection agents, arrested the man who is from South Florida for possession of suspected marijuana. The suspect is expected to be formally charged before the magistrate's court in the coming days. Meantime, 3 male suspects were arrested shortly after 5 p.m. after suspected marijuana was found in a vehicle they were in. Police say Operation Unit officers, while on mobile patrol on Alexandria Boulevard, noticed the suspects in a Suzuki Swift who looked suspicious. The vehicle was beckoned to stop and subsequently a field search was conducted. Officers found a quantity of marijuana in that vehicle. The 3 male suspects were taken into custody. Investigation continues. Police need your help in identifying and locating an armed robbery suspect. Police are actively investigating an armed robbery which occurred yesterday shortly after 11 a.m. Police say a male, while in the area of First Street and Ponciana Avenue, was approached by a male driver of a champagne-colored vehicle who produced a handgun and robbed him of cash. The suspect reportedly fled the scene in an unknown direction. Investigation into this matter also continues. The Ministry of Youth, Sports and Culture yesterday announced that the National Junkanoo Parades for this year have been postponed until or unless it is safe for group gatherings. In a statement, the ministry says that the advice of the Ministry of Health's COVID-19 Emergency Operations Center is that Junkanoo preparation and parades are super spreader events, and the EOC can neither support nor endorse the hosting of Junkanoo events at this time. The ministry says the health and safety of residents, citizens, and visitors are paramount to this government and its decision-making. Hence, considering the volatile state of affairs surrounding COVID-19, the ministry must stand with the Ministry of Health in its decision-making. Further, the statement reads that it has been predicted that the effects of the pandemic are likely to continue up to the end of next year. It says despite the country's active management of the spread of COVID-19, many businesses are struggling to rebound. The hotel industry and the wider tourism sector virtually remain at a standstill. However, as a ministry, it says it's confident that the COVID-19 pandemic is but for a season, and together our industries, our economy, and our nation will rebound. Well, despite a major setback for Junkanooers nationwide, Chairman of the Junkanoo Corporation for New Providence, the JCNP, Dion Miller, says that the JCNP is focused on planning next year's parade season.
On the process of our building of a parade in 2021. As the ministry and as everyone has been saying for the past 2 weeks, there won't be any Junkanoo parades or a major virtual experience. And that's primarily due to the funding. There isn't any funding for such events. So right now we're still working with our sponsors to execute a campaign to keep the spirit of Junkanoo alive.
The ministry, in its statement last evening, acknowledged the importance of Junkanoo to the Bahamian cultural expression. Asked what ramifications the indefinite postponement will have, Mr. Miller says this.
It has several different negative impacts. There's the economic impact. Junkanoo is a multi-million-dollar economic juggernaut. People don't look at it that way, they only look at the parade. But you have to buy materials, you have to buy all sorts of stuff on which businesses are affected. In terms of the cultural aspects of it, significant loss because Christmas in the Bahamas is synonymous with Junkanoo. It's almost like Christmas with no ham and no turkey. So Junkanoo Christmas just goes together. It's a very important part of our cultural heritage, of our expression.
Chairman Miller notes that he spent some 25 Christmases on Bay Street with responsibility for costumes and parade management, adding that as a Junkanooer, the news was borderline depressing.
That, I'm not in the Junkanoo shop, or I can't go on Bay Street and rush and celebrate. And so that's very difficult for me. And so, I find myself many evenings just feeling strange. This time when you could be in the shop with your friends, your brothers and sisters in Junkanoo preparing for these parades. Parades would have been some 6 weeks away. So this would have been a stressful.
Mr. Miller says that he knows many Junkanooers are looking forward to next year with a glimmer of hope. You're watching JCN News. Stay with us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.